Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we figured it out. ARAN's live. I really hate computers. I really do. But we're on lap. Wow, they're all in. I really apologize about this tonight, guys. They're already on lap 19. First caution. It was about a 6-car wreck. Pull up who's involved here in just a moment. Let's get that going for you guys. Alright. Sorry, guys. Yes, there is a race tonight. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Luis, for kind of keeping them updated. We are live, though. Hopefully, if someone can comment, make sure to tell me that we're live, because this doesn't like me tonight, but it looks good. Yep. Cars are on pit road. We had probably about a 5-6 car wreck. Let's see if I can figure out who's sitting on pit road, who might have been involved in that one. Let's see. Got looks like maybe the 42 of Victor Cantrell. The 95 of Kurt Quist and 99 of Ken Worley are both sitting on pit road. Alright, so I do apologize about that. We had some pretty good racing there for the first 20 laps, but we will take you to the finish now. We still have 51 laps to go, so we'll still see some awesome racing. Still have a lot of guys on the lead lap. We have 28 that are on track right now. This is the 20 of Mike Voss. Kurt Quist, yeah, he has some damage, and it looks like Ken Worley also has a decent amount of damage. So those guys are sitting on pit road. Mike Voss just pulled away. Right now, Josh Susi, a 81 car, he's your leader, Susi Nation. Hopefully you're here tonight. Hopefully you stuck around after these technical problems, but whoops. Alright. Yeah, if someone is watching the race, hopefully someone is. Can you guys comment in the comment section? Let us know. Let me know that it's up and working, because yeah, let me see here. Hang on. Okay, there we go. Thank you. Sorry, still trying to figure crap out after stuff doesn't want to work right. But Josh Susi, your leader. We're probably gonna get the 1-to-go sign here at the line, and we'll have Doug Hess ducking onto pit road. He's gonna bring Scott Hunsinger with him. Make sure, yeah, we're live. A little perplexed by that, but maybe they have some other kind of plan. They want to get to the back of this. We are 1-to-go though. Pace car will be ducking in next time. Bye. I believe our pole sitter tonight was Will Prue. Welcome back, Will. I haven't seen you in a couple weeks. Who else is in here that I haven't seen in a little while? Josh Wallace back. Martin Daviau's back for another shot at it. Blake Freeman, happy birthday. Tony Ball's out here on the track with us. A lot of good guys. So looks like the one guy that is a couple laps down now is Ken Worley. He's probably got the most damage out of that last wreck. Alright. A couple other things figured out. So A1 Josh Susie is your leader. Pace car will be ducking into pit road this time by. And we're going to go back racing here for another 48 laps here at Daytona. We'll still have some awesome racing. Hopefully a little bit better racing than last night after we had a lap one, big one, involving about 20 guys. But green flag's out, and Josh Susie's gone. And looks like the 56 George Munger is going to stay on his outside. Chuck Harrell's going to push the 81 in front, and he's going to clear the 56 going into turn one. But the one of Anthony Thitchner tonight, he's pushing the 56. He's trying to get back by the 81 of Josh Susie. He's trying to retake the lead. A little bit further back, we got Stephen Massey, who just touched the apron, kind of got a little squirmy there. Seems already. Coming down the back stretch, here we go. Guys are changing lanes back and forth. Looks like the bottom line might be the lane to go in because got a lot of guys that are just trying to shoot down to that bottom whenever there's an opening. Maybe they're just trying to get a line going and just kind of ride for a little bit. You're hearing duplicate audio. '74 Jason O'Connor. Where is he? Where is he? There he is. He's running around the back, just kind of keeping calm, keeping his stuff for later in the race. Let me know if anybody else is having some kind of duplicate audio problem. It's the first time I've heard that one, so. Back up front, there's still 2x2, and the one of Anthony Thitchner. Keep on wanting to say John Schweikert. One of Anthony Thitchner's pulling up right behind the 56, and he's trying to get him past Josh Susie for the lead. They're about 2x2 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 rows back now. So another guy just jumped down to the bottom. It's coming through fine. Okay. Thank you. I don't know what. Might be 2 windows open on your end, Jane. I don't know. But hopefully you get it figured out. Oh, they're pushing up to the wall. I think that's going to push the 56 of George Munger. No, it's going to, yeah. Anthony's going to follow the 3 of Chuck Harrell up the middle. That's going to put George Munger on the outside going backwards. And he's going to go backwards fast if he doesn't get any help up there. And this early in the race, nope, he's able to sneak back in line. Someone let him in. That's kind of a shock. But now Chuck Harrell's leading that outside line with Anthony Thitchner still second in line on that outside line. Now, do we think Chuck Harrell's going to clear the 81 and he's going to duck down in front? Nope, not this corner. Maybe coming out of turn 2 when the outside line gets a pretty good run, he might take a shot at it. But right now it looks like he's content to ride in front of Anthony and just ride that high line. I wasn't able to get any laps in, so I don't know if this this car's a little bit looser, I think, is usually what they are at Daytona, but get a little more spread out further back we go. Back here with the 83 Will Prue. And behind him, it's pretty much trying to stay with draft. Being up close and personal here at Daytona is pretty important if you want to stick with that draft and stick with the lead pack to make sure you're up there. But you also might not want to be up there if you get a big wreck, which will happen. It's just a matter of when. Oh, cool, Jane. Good to hear. Let's pull up our top 5, even though this is going to change about every 5 seconds. Josh Hussey is leading right now. And Pat Richey's up to 2nd, Chuck Harrell's in 3rd, Michael Guidry's in 4th, Anthony Titchener. And the second car on that outside line has now fallen back to 5th, so the inside line's getting a little more momentum. But of course, that's always changing, so that doesn't really do a whole lot here at this track. Now it looks like Chuck's going to get squeezed on the outside because Josh Susie went up to that outside line in front of Anthony, and that's going to make the number, can't tell what, number 9, Pat Richey, your new leader. And Chuck Harrell's going to go backwards. Ooh, he was going to try and squeeze it in there, but there wasn't room. But he's good. He's still going to get on the outside. He might have room in front of, looks like the number 20 of Mike Boss here, yeah. He's going to sneak in line, and he'll fall back probably in about the 11th position. And Susie able to clear the 9, and he's back in the lead. Got one guy off the pace. These guys are catching up to him. Looks like it might be, yeah, Scotty Brown. He's got a decent amount of damage maybe from that first wreck, so be interesting to see how the pack passes him, and hopefully can do it safely. Now Anthony's leading that outside line. See if he's got anything for that lead. He wants to lead some laps, and he might do it this time by. Yes, he does. Anthony Titchener leads the lap. And here they come up on the 70 of Scotty Brown. And it looks like we're good. Oh, Scotty's right in the wall. Yeah. Tough break for Scotty. I didn't think he was involved in that first one, so it'll be a long night for him. And I know all about long nights. I was involved in that first lap wreck last night, and rode it out to the finish. Finished, I think, 15th. So keep with it, and be able to make up some spots. Yeah, I just want to apologize, guys. Missed the first 20 laps of the race. It just didn't want to let me start the stream for some reason. As soon as I closed it, turned it off and turned it back on. Did it fine, but just frustrating. You guys are getting a little squirmy back there. Anthony Titchener pulled up in front of the 81, and he's clean. Oh, yep. Sorry, Scotty. But Anthony's in front of Josh Susie, and Anthony's going to be your new leader. Coming out of turn 4, one's headed for pit road. Looks like that's Matthew George. Yeah. It's a little different. But up. Got a cool view from George Munger here. Yeah. There's the wonderful back bumper. Oh, we got a wreck in the back. And 92, 24, 05. And a 15 maybe. Let's go back and see if we can see what happened. think it's going to be further up, so let's go to the 05. Alright, we're with Josh Sheets, who is up here at the he's in front of this, or in the middle of this pack. Wreck is in 3, so we're entering 1 now. Went a little bit further back because it thought it was going to exit itself, but I think the 05 might hook the 22 is kind of what it looked like from the camera angle we were at. '05's up high of the 22. Did I go 1 lap too far? Yeah, I did. Sorry guys, we're gonna have to go another lap here, yeah, because there goes the 50 onto pit road. Alright. Oh boy. They got really squirmy there. 22 in the middle of the 3 wide. Okay, here we come into turn 3. And I think... Oh no, the 3 kind of came down on the 05, and when the 05 just kind of overreacted a little bit maybe, and he went down in the 92, and it took about 3 guys. So tough break for those guys. We're going to go back live. So I'm guessing, yep, it looks like everyone's already made their pit stops. Yeah, looks like Doug Hess is your leader with Anthony Titchener right behind. Don't know if one of those guys made a pit stop. Kind of doesn't look like it, but Josh Schuse's up there in 3rd. Scott Hunsinger's in 4th. Sorry, Scott Hunsinger. That's not updated. Alright, let's go off of this one. Scott Hunsinger's in 4th. Chris Collins is in 5th. Pat Richey's in 6th. Michael Guidry's in 7th. Rob Haynes in the 68's in 8th. And Chris Munger's in 9th. Martin Daviau is up to 10th. Let's see. Jason O'Connor. Yep, thanks, Luis. Sorry. I hate computer problems. They just piss me off because they should work perfectly, right? Pay so much money for a good computer and it should work, but nope. That's iRacing. Jason O'Connor. I know we had Jane in here. He's in 21st. Car looks fine, so he's probably just riding back there, just buying some time. Head back up front. It looks like we have 23 guys on the lead lap now. A couple guys retiring after that last wreck. Ken Worley's gone. Victor Cantrell has some pretty major damage, and he is about 14 laps down. Kurt Quist is about 11 laps down. Matthew George is 4 laps down. Josh Wallace and Josh Sheets were both involved in this last wreck. They are both 2 laps down. Chris Steele's showing 2 laps down, and Scotty Brown is 1 lap down after getting lapped. Oh yeah, Luis. I love broadcasting, especially last week. I had a lot of fun last week, but just kind of takes it out of you a little bit when things don't go quite the way they should. But hopefully someone if anybody's watching and you wreck out, feel free to poke me in TeamSpeak, and I'll bring it down in here. We can have a little bit more fun in the chat. I like talking to people. I don't like talking to myself. It just sounds wrong. But either way, talking to myself or not, pace car lights are out, and they're in turn 1 now, so we're making our way back around to the start-finish line. They're going to go green with 33 laps to go. We've had 14 lead changes so far, 2 cautions, so pretty good racing tonight. Doug Hess is your leader. Anthony Titchener's on the outside line. Josh Susie's going to start right behind Doug Hess, and Scott Hunsinger's going to be right behind Anthony. It'll be interesting to see which line gets the better run coming to the start-finish line. Which one can clear each other, and who's going to be our leader? Yeah, right. I know, John. Thanks for joining, by the way. Yeah, I like the paint scheme he's running too. Yeah, it did. It froze my computer. Oh, there we go. That's what it was. Anthony running the number 1 ARAN car froze my computer. It saw it and it was just like, nope, that's supposed to be John. And it's so John, I blame you, and Anthony, I blame you too. So thank you. Appreciate the troubles. Alrighty, guys. Pace car is going to be coming in this time. We're going to go to one of my favorite cameras. Maybe not, because it's not here apparently. Green flag's out, and Doug Hess is gone. Josh Susie right on his bumper, making sure that those two get clear. But he's got no help behind him, so the outside line might have the momentum because they have it built up more. Thanks, John. Oh, Susie trying to make his way outside. He's going to get in front of Anthony, but Anthony's going to try and go around him. I don't know if Anthony was a big fan of what Josh Susie tried to do. And it's not going to work out for the 81. He's going to go 3 wide in the tri-oval, and Anthony's going to take over second, maybe even get the lead from Josh and Doug Hess. Oh, contact in the front. Uh-oh, there we go. Anthony's going around, the 5's going around. 82, the 38's back there. Yeah. We spoke too soon, guys. Let's go back and see if we can take a look what happened here. Kind of looked like the 5 and the 1 got together. I don't think the 1 will be too bad. I think he just kind of got spun and then straightened out. Oh, I didn't go back far enough. All of a sudden the frame rates just decided to take a crap. Alright. So the 81 goes up. Yeah, right. The 5 is down low. 5's a little squirmy. That's the start finish, okay. So 3 wide here. 30. Yeah, 5 goes up into the 81. I don't know if that was some kind of net code, because yeah, the 1's gonna be pretty trashed, but yeah, it kind of looks like a net code. Maybe the 5 went up into the 81. I don't know if the 81. Yeah, the 81 looks clear, so that was probably some kind of net code. So you saw the 1 kind of go under the track. 81's got a little bit of front end damage, but another tough break for those guys. Another one you could probably put on iRacing. Later, John. Looks like the 74 is good. 30 might have some damage. 82 definitely has damage. I think the 38 was one of the guys who took the harder hit there. Yeah, you can see he's pretty beat up. The 92 is as well. The 1 is. So hopefully it's all optional and those guys can get back out there. Also the 56 who was up front for a while there. He's got some rear end damage and front end damage, it looks like. Here's someone we saw have a great run last night in the Cup Series. Nicole Johnson, she had a great chance at a win, but a late caution brought out by someone who is talking right now. Kind of took it away, but again, that one was on that was a little bit on iRacing, but so hopefully Nicole can have another great run here tonight, and maybe she can be able to steal a win from these boys. She really gets around these super speedways real well, so it wouldn't be a really surprise win at all if Nicole was able to be in a victory lane at the end of the night. Let's see. Got 22 guys on the lead lap. Looks like guys who were on pit road for damage, they're back out there now. See how much it repaired. Anthony. Not horrible. Front end looks pretty good, so maybe he can still run. Blake, if you're able to listen to this, thank you for posting a link up on or Facebook for me. I think that's the other one that ended up not being the one I'm using, but still, thanks for throwing that up there for everybody. Alright, we're getting ready to go racing again. It's going to be Doug Hess, your leader again, with Josh Shusey on the outside, Scott Hunsinger on the inside of row 2, and it looks like Pat Richey on the number 9 on the outside of row 2. Lights on the pace car are out. Field's getting a little bit smaller now, but, well. Alright guys, here we go. Pace car is going to be ducking in this time by Doug Hess. Will pretty much go as soon as that pace car hits pit lane because that green flag comes out almost immediately. And did I fast forward it again? I don't think I did. Green flag's out. Oops, wrong button. Sorry guys, 1 second. Alright. 31's clear, but Scott Hunsinger just jumped up on the outside with Josh Susie. He wants to lead a couple laps here. He's cleared the 31. Now does he duck down? Not yet. Pat Richey just jumped down with the 31. He's going to try and push that 31 back around the 81 and the 22. Back behind them, we see the 03 of Ken Ron coming up there. 83 of Will Prue, I think, was our pole sitter tonight. Blake Freeman's coming up there. Jason O'Connor's coming up. A lot of guys who are hanging out in the back, they're starting to make their way forward. Got 26 laps to go, coming to 25. One guy we usually see up front here for these Daytona and Talladega races, Stephen Massey, he's still running a little further ways back in the pack. He's running back about 15th. I don't think he has any damage, but maybe he's just trying to save his stuff, make sure he has it for the end. And we're going to have another lead change here at the line. 16th lead change of the night. Ooh. Looks like it might have been Pat Richey got a little loose there in the tri-oval. Josh Susie clears 22 of Scott Hunsinger. A little bit further back, you can see Anthony Thitchner back there with some damage, hanging with that little pack that they have. Looks like the 70, the 5, the 68, the 57, and the 1 all running together. Hopefully those guys can link up and stay together and at least not run by themselves. Will Prue looking to the outside. Nope, he's going to get back right behind the 3 of Chuck Harrell. Scott Hunsinger's going to get back around the 81 of Josh Susie. And Chuck's going to push him there. No, now Scott's going to be left out to dry. He's going to be in the middle. Here we go again. Yeah, it looked like Scott was going to go down in front of the 81, but when he did that, Chuck thought he was going to, and he went to the outside, and now it looks like Scott's going to be stuck in the middle. Who's Will Prue going to choose? Oh, he clears him. Nice job, Scott. Josh Susie goes up to block that high side. Now he's going to have to stay with the high side because 31 with Doug Hess, as soon as Josh went up there, he got a run to the inside, and now he's clearing the 81. 81's going to the middle. Now 22's going to be stuck on the outside. We're going to be going 3 wide. Oh, no, they're wrecking. 11. I think caution probably going to have to come out for that. Maybe not, but that was definitely 2 cars in an ECR. That 2 cars is... Oh, now they're wrecking again. That's going to be a caution. Yeah. So let's go back. We can check out. Let's check out the 11 incident first, then we'll jump up to the incident with the 5. So 11 is 3 wide. Oh, the 83 comes down a little bit. Doesn't look like anybody's going to have any real damage from that. Now if we jump with a 5, 57 comes flying up through here, and he passes below the yellow, which forces the 68 up into the 5, which goes into the 30. Tough break there. Not the smartest move on the 57's part, but well, stuff happens. Yeah, no, yeah, 3 wide apparently is a good idea to some of these guys. They keep trying to do it, and it's not turning out too great, so. But Josh Susie's liking it. More and more cars keep getting wrecked out, and he's led 25 of these 50 laps, so he's gonna lock up most laps led here. Because next closest to him is Doug Hess with 9 laps led. And Josh Susie's going to be bringing him down pit road. See if anybody takes a chance and stays out. The 3 and the 9 and the 22 all are going to stay out. Everyone else looks like they came down pit road. Except for maybe the 10 of Blake Freeman, the 03 of Ken Ron, and the 78 of Ron Miller. Oh, and the 70, he's back on the lead lap. Alright. And nope, pace cars and lights are still on, so we're going to go another lap. It's going to be 17 laps to go when we get the green. See if maybe these guys can keep it green for these last 17 laps. And like I was saying before, Stephen Massey in that 6 car, when that wreck happened, he hit the brakes and he just stopped. He's trying to make sure he makes it to the end of this race so he has a car to try and get the win. I think now is going to be the time we're going to have to see that 6 start making his way up front, if that is his plan or if he's just trying to survive, period. But either way, I think we're going to have to start seeing some guys, if they want to try and get this win, now is the time they're going to start moving up. So now the intensity is going to pick up even more. We're going to be going 3 wide when they shouldn't, but they're going to because it's for a Daytona win, and it's going to get interesting. Sorry guys, I'm watching Big Bang Theory in the background and it's kind of distracting me. Alright. So pace car light's gonna be out right there. Chuck Harrell's gonna be your leader. Pat Rouchet is gonna restart on the outside of him. Scott Hunsinger's still up there in third, gonna restart behind Chuck Harrell. On the outside of row 2 is going to be Blake Freeman. Right behind Blake Freeman, we got Ken Ron. And beside Ken Ron, starting on the outside of row 3, someone we haven't seen all night, he's got a little bit of damage, is Ron Miller. And then, oh, this could get interesting. Behind him, we have a lot of damaged cars. Right now, I'm liking that outside line, because that outside line, everyone looks fairly clean. Maybe the 78 has a little bit of damage, but the inside line has Scotty Brown, who's got a decent amount of damage, Anthony Titchener, who's got a decent amount of damage, and the 81 of Josh Susi just coming off pit road. Whew. This'll get good. I think the momentum's going to be on that high side, but we'll have to see. We're coming to 17 laps to go. We're coming to the green flag. I don't know why frame rate keeps dropping like that. This is good, but whatever. Alright guys, here we go. Pace car is going to duck on the pit road this time. Chuck Harrell's going to take the field to the green flag, and we're green. Ken Ron's got a decent separation. Blake Freeman going to try and duck down that inside line. Right now he's pushing the 9 of Pat Rouchet. 81 of Josh Susti gets up into that outside line. They're getting pushy back here. 74 Jason O'Connor, he's pushing the 78 of Ron Miller, trying to get up there with the 10 and the 20, the 10 and the 9. Here they come. Ten's getting a little squirmy behind the 9, but the 22 sticking with the 3 nice and solid, and they're pushing ahead of the 9. Which line do you want to be in, and which one gets to the front? 16 laps to go. Cool view from Scotty Brown's car. Love the sound of these new Xfinity cars. Surprised that Scotty and Anthony Titchener are able to stay up there in the pack. Get these guys a good finish out of the night after they had a little bit of problem in a couple incidents. Blake Freeman's still there pushing the 9 of Pat Rouchet. He's looking for a lane to go around him, but nothing quite open yet. 74 Jason O'Connor, he's pushing the 78 of Ron Miller, trying to get him around the 10. We're going down the back stretch. Oh, they're turned. Wreck caution's out. Oh, and the 6 is involved. The 1's involved. The 15. Caution's not out yet. Caution's out. Ooh. Yep, that's what you got to do. But let's go back and see. Somewhere around Stephen Massey. Ah, man. Does he not like me tonight? Alright, let's try this again. Seeing Stephen Massey. I think it's going to be on the backstretch here. Let's go to the 74. hate this thing. So coming down the backstretch, see the 78 kind of wiggling. Oh, he gets a bump from the. No, it was the inside line. One pushed the 70 and turned the 70 into the 81 and the 6. When the 6 got touched, he kind of lost control and went into the wall. Tough break. So it was actually on the inside line that the wreck started. I didn't even see that. All right. All right. Let's see. Oh, Blake. Oh, yeah. You're up in second. Oh, birthday winner, maybe? I'm not going to say yes because that would be a jinx, and broadcasters tend to have jinxes on people. So good luck, Blake. Hopefully we get to talk to you here at the end of the night. Yep, P2. Yep. Alright, if we get 1 to go this time, we'll restart with 10 laps to go. And that would make it interesting with 18 guys on the lead lap. I think we're going to have too many guys now without with damage, so they're going to be towards the back. Scotty Brown, I think, is pretty much done. He's showing 2 laps down, still on pit road. George Munger is 4 laps down. A couple of guys who were on pit road from earlier incidents are coming back on the track to make sure they finish, but oh, we will have to see. But since we're talking, yeah, sorry, Scotty, tough break. I blew it. Sorry. But since we're talking, usually, actually, Scotty, not message me, but comment in there if you want to join me, or if you don't want to join me, that's fine. But if you want to join me, you can come down here and have some fun with me. But usually the races aren't this boring because usually I have a partner, but couldn't find a partner for tonight. My usual one is still out of commission, but hopefully next week we'll have someone in the booth here with me because I like talking to people. I don't like just talking about cars. You can only do so much to keep it entertaining. When I have someone else to make a conversation with, at least have a debate about, makes it a little more interesting. But yeah, we're coming down to the wire now with 10 laps to go. Lights on the pace car did go out that time, so we're gonna get the restart with 10 to go. Okay, no problem, Scott. We are gonna get the restart with 10 to go. going to be Pat Richey, your leader, with Blake Freeman on the outside, 78 of Ron Miller on the inside, and the 3 of Chuck Harrell on the outside of row 2. Jason O'Connor, we got a couple fans of his up here. Yep. Oh, 72. Where's 72? Who's 72? I got a 74. Now you're talking about 74, Jane, because I know you were going for Jason earlier. But he's up in 5th, so we'll see if we get to talk to him at the end of the night. We interview the top 3, because I don't know if I've seen Jane in here. So welcome, Jane, by the way. So we got 74, 22 Scott Hunsinger's up there, 03 of Ken Ron's up there, Josh Susie, who's led the most laps tonight. He's back in 8th, so maybe he can work his way back up. Jai Haddock was involved in that last caution or 2. Pace car is off, though. Pat Richey is green. Who's going to get the line going first? Looks like that inside line is bumper to bumper. Oh, okay, 78's back behind him. 78 got a pretty good push from the 74, and he was trying to make it on the inside, but knew that one was going to work. See if Josh Schusse can get this outside line going with Blake Freeman leading it. Because this inside line's only got 3 cars, and usually at super speedways, the line that has the most cars is the one that's going to get the most momentum. As we're seeing the outside line prevail right now, and Blake Freeman's clear of the 9. He's going to duck down and run with the 9, and he's going to leave Chuck Harrell on the outside. Maybe Chuck can get the run now, but now the inside line's going to have the momentum with 4 cars instead of 3. But here comes the 22 pushing the 3. We got 9 laps to go. Josh Susie lagging back maybe a little bit, maybe trying to get a run, or maybe he just can't keep with those boys right now. But 22 is pushing that 3 all the way around this racetrack. The 9's keeping real close with the 10 and Blake Freeman too. 74 is going to jump to the outside. He's going to try and get along with that 22 and get up to the front. But he has no help behind him. Maybe he can, but oh, 81's going to jump up with the 74. Maybe he sees an opportunity to go 3 wide. And if the 81 goes three wide, that means the 74 is going to be leading it. Here comes the 11 and the 03 from the back as well. What are they going to do? They're going to stay with the 22. They're going to try and jump outside and go 3 wide. Not yet. 8 laps to go. Leader that time by was the 10 of Blake Freeman. That was actually his first lap that he's led all night, which is kind of weird. He's been up there. 74 is jumping back to the inside. Scott Hunsinger still pushing that 3, and they're trying to clear him, but that outside line just doesn't have the momentum. Looks like these guys have separated from the rest of the pack by about a half second. So it looks like it's going to be these top 6 for the win if there's no caution. Now does the 10 pull up and he try and Dale Jr., or does that not work in iRacing? Seen it happen before. Yeah, these guys are now pulling away by about 7/10 of a second gap in between this top pack and then a pack behind them. So it's going to be a battle for this top 6. Now Chuck Harrell's getting back beside the 10 of Blake Freeman. Nice push from the 22 into 3. Well, you guys aren't too far behind him there. That 9's trying to side draft the 81, but looks like the top lane's going to have the momentum. But now the back group is catching back up to this front pack. If they get single file, they can definitely catch them. 6 laps to go. Now Scott Hunsinger, he's jumping to the outside of the 3. Will it work? These guys are going to go 3 wide again. Let's go back to our chopper camera. Now 3's going to, oh, now that's going to hurt Scott. Guys are getting a little too squirrely up here. 74 is going to stick with the low side. 3 jumped in front of the 22. He wants to get back up there. But look at that. Lead the pack behind these guys has caught him. Now we're going to have more guys for the battle for the win. 5 laps to go. Got the 78, the 57, the 15, the 31, and the 4. Nicole Johnson all up here. We got about 10 guys in this lead pack. I can't tell if there's anybody behind them. They're a little bit further behind as Jai. 12 guys in this lead pack. Doug Hess is going to push the 81. We know these two hook up well together. Chuck Harrell's clear. He's clear. Is he going to leave Scott? Nope, he's not. Here comes the 10 of Blake Freeman on the inside. Blake Freeman's got the 9 of Pat Rouchet and the 74 of Jason O'Connor. Chuck Harrell's got the 22 of Scott Hunsinger and the 81 of Josh Susie, but Josh Susie's got the 31 of Doug Hess. They might go to the outside and make it 3 wide with 4 laps to go. A caution now means the race is over. Really don't want to have an Xfinity remake of what happened in the actual race when they had a caution and they had to determine who was the race winner by thousands. Oh, here comes a lap car. Hopefully, oh no, they're going to wreck. 57 went up into the 31. Caution's out, and I think we did just have a... Yeah. I don't know who our winner is going to be. I think it's going to be the 10. No, Chuck Harrell. Chuck Harrell is going to be our winner. I believe it's going to be Chuck Harrell. Then it's going to be... Actually, still not sure on that. I'm showing... I think it's going to be 3, 10, 22, 9, and then the 74. I'm not positive on that. I don't have, I can't like sync up the caution lights or anything like NASCAR can, so I don't know. But it does look like 3 is gonna get the win tonight. Yeah, I think it's gonna be the 3, then the 10, then the 22, then the 9, then the 74. I think the 31, yeah, the 31's totaled. He's sitting on pit road a lap down. Who was the other one? I think the 57 was also involved. He's sitting on pit road. And then behind them, it looks like Anthony is going to be the last guy on the lead lap. Well, it's a tough break. We didn't want to see the race end like that, but nonetheless, Chuck Harrell is your winner tonight. Blake Freeman's going to finish second. Let's go ahead and pull a results up here. Blake Freeman's going to finish second. Scott Hunsinger is going to finish third. Pat Rouchet in that 9 car is going to finish fourth. Jason O'Connor is going to finish fifth. Good run for him. Josh Susie is going to finish sixth. Ron Miller is going to come up in seventh. Nicole Johnson gets a top 10 in eighth. Jai Hedrick in ninth, and Ken Ron rounds out your top 10 in 10th. Behind him is the 15 of Brad Borer in 11th place. 68 of Rob Haynes in 12th. Mike Voss finishes 13th. Will Prue finished 14th. Anthony Titchener is going to finish last car on the lead lap in 15th. Christopher Munger is going to finish 16th. 31 of Doug Hess finishes 17th after involved in the last wreck that brings out the caution here. Stephen Massey involved in one late wrecks, finishes 18th. George Munger is going to finish 19th, and Scotty Brown's going to finish 20th. A little bit further back onto the field, 5 of Chris Collins going to finish 21st, Tony Ball in 22nd, Josh Wallace 23rd, Martin Davion 24th, Victor Cantrell in 25th, Michael Guidry in 26th, Chris Steele 27th, Josh Sheets is going to be back in 28th, Matthew George in 29th, and Kurt Quist is going to finish 30th. And Ken Worley finishes out the field in 31st. It says I'm 32nd, but I'm not because I'm here talking to y'all. So, tough way to end the race. I mean, we would have loved, yeah, boo caution, yeah. Would have loved to have seen it finish it out there, but saw a pretty awesome race all night, and we can go ahead and grab our third place finisher here. We'll grab our third place finisher here. Scott Hudsinger, you got a copy there, bud?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tough finish there. Would have loved to have seen it race out to the checkered, but nice third place tonight. How was it out there? Was it hectic or was it kind of calm?
It was probably more hectic than I would have liked. There was times throughout the race that people were kind of jumping out and blocking runs and stuff like that. That was kind of unexpected, but everyone held a line and it was kind of a safe race. I wasn't really all that worried.
Yeah, 10-4. We saw, I think we saw, yeah, 6 cautions. Not too bad. Definitely would have wished we'd seen some more green flag racing, but the good thing is we actually never really saw a really big wreck. There was a couple 5 or 6 car wrecks, but so I mean, take that as a good note. But yeah, nice third place finish tonight. But anybody I want to think out there?
Yeah, thank you for doing the broadcast. The league, they do a good job. Really enjoy it here, and all the guys that we get to race with every week put on a good show. And it's not always the most respectful, but for the most part, it is. But like I said, most of the group is really great to run with, so I appreciate it and everything you guys do.
Yeah, it's our pleasure, and I definitely enjoyed doing it up here. I wish I had someone in the booth with me tonight to make it a little more entertaining, but we will be back next week. But nice third place finish tonight, bud, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks, bud.
Yep. That was Scott Hunsinger in the 22, our third place finisher. Let's go ahead and grab our second place finisher, the 10 of Blake Freeman. Blake Freeman, Jeremy Rubin in the A-Ram booth. You got a copy, bud?
Yes, sir.
Well, I know you wanted to see that one finish out because I think that was pretty much a remake of the actual Xfinity race when you were probably just side by side with that number 3 car for the finish there. How was it out there on the track tonight?
Man, it was a lot of fun. I felt like I was still in front of them there when the caution came out. Pat did a hell of a job pushing me there at the end. I saw this is a big thanks to Pat, man. He helped me out a lot. Me and Pat got together with about 20 to go, and we just took off. So big thanks to Pat there, and yeah, man, it was a lot of fun, dude. I love coming to this track.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry, I know you saw that, but
yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, definitely not a bad race tonight. Saw some good racing. Wish would have seen the finish, but anybody you want to thank out there?
Yeah, I mean, all the admins, ECR, everything, those guys do for us, you for putting this on, for everybody watching, and friends, family. It is my 31st birthday, so I would have rather have won, but, I'll still take a second place finish.
That's right. We could have had a birthday boy in Victory Lane.
That would have been awesome.
That would have been awesome. Well, happy birthday,
would've.
bud. Nice second place finish tonight. Couple hundred. I think you were really close to being in front of him. I'll have to go back and look at it too, but yeah, definitely a fun night tonight.
Oh, hell yeah, it was, man. We appreciate you doing this, and hopefully, man, we can meet up in Texas for the next Fort Worth race, man. I can get you some tickets and we can meet up, so.
I know I'm going to Phoenix, so I think Texas is the week before, so I don't know. We'll see.
If you're off, get in touch with me. I'll have some tickets, so.
Yeah, definitely. All right, appreciate it, bud.
All right, man. You have a good night.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Yep. All right, guys. That was Blake Freeman in that number 10 car, second place finisher. Now we are going to grab. Yeah, there he is. Now we're going to grab our winner here, Chuck Carroll, number 3 car. Chuck, you got a copy, bud?
How's it going, Jeremy?
Not bad, not bad. Nice win tonight, bud. We had a remake of the Xfinity race. I mean, couldn't have been any more than like 10 feet between you and Blake Freeman there when the caution came out. So, wish it would have been a fight to the checkered, but we saw a great race nonetheless. And how was it out there tonight?
It was really, actually, my car was great all night. I kind of just put it wherever I want. There at the end, I knew at 10 laps to go, I had to just stay on that top side. That's the only way I could get a run. If I got past them, then they'd just run back by me. So I figured if I could stay there long enough with somebody pushing me, luckily Scott stayed with me and just shoved me all the way around. So it worked out good. I had a terrible night last night. It took everybody in the world out last night. So I really needed something like this. But it was super fun tonight.
Yeah, everyone makes mistakes, so we all move on from them. But definitely a nice win tonight. Led 13 laps, the second most in the race behind Josh Susi. But definitely a nice win. And anybody you want to thank out there?
Yeah, just my sponsors, GM Goodwrench, man, they're always behind me, and Scott Henslinger for shoving me through it, you know.
Yeah, definitely. All right, Chuck. Well, congrats again on the win tonight. Whether it by 10 feet or 10 miles, it's still a win, and we will look forward to seeing you next week. I forget where we're going. Kentucky? Yeah, Kentucky.
Yeah, Kentucky.
Yeah,
I'm kind of hoping. I'm hoping I can go back and look at your broadcast, see how if I had a lead or what.
Yeah, I'm gonna once I stop the broadcast, because it's kind of hard to like go back and like pinpoint when the caution comes out and stuff. But definitely be interesting to see how close it was.
Yeah, thanks, Jeremy,
Yep.
for all you do.
Yeah, no problem. All right, well, that was our winner, Chuck Carroll, and that'll pretty much wrap it up for tonight. There we go. So we saw some tight racing, saw a couple wrecks. We didn't actually see the big one like I was expecting, but saw some great racing. To close it out, just want to again apologize for everybody for the technical problems we had before the race. Caused us to start on lap 20, which sucks, but not much I can do about it now. Be back next week for Kentucky. Make sure you click the follow button. And down in our description, we have the Facebook link and the Twitter link. Make sure you go to those. And hopefully one of these times I'll get someone in the booth with me so I can tweet out live in-race updates. But I never get anybody in the booth with me, so it kind of makes that hard to do. But congrats again to Chuck Carroll and Blake Freeman, Scott Hunsinger for getting the top 3 tonight. And we will see you next week at Kentucky Motor Speedway, International Speedway, one of those speedway things, for our next ECR Xfinity race. For ARAN, my name is Jeremy Rubin. We will see you guys next week.